Welcome you absolute legends, I am Florist, I am Pete, I am back, and today we're going to have my top 10 niche for spring 2023. Some of these are older fragrances, some are newer fragrances. I kind of went with a bit more diverse list than I would normally do. There's certain things like Bleecker Street from Bond No. 9 would have been in here, but I've decided not because it's a bit of an obvious choice. Creed Green Irish Tweed would be another one, would be in here. Haven't put them in here because I wanted to give you something a little bit more different. So as always, I'm going to crack straight on into this, and at number 10, this came out in 2013, and it's the first one I've got from this house, and it's from Masque Milano. It's at Monte Cristo. Now this one is kind of for those cooler days in the early March, and maybe up to April, but when you've got a cooler day. This one is definitely a little bit more robust. It's not ultra fresh, but what it does do with like some rum, some ambrette, some Gaiac wood, benzoin and some tobacco, it does give it a little bit more edge. It's a little bit, like I say, for the cooler days. It's not, like I say, it's when it gets to really warm days like in May, you don't want to be wearing this one. This is, like I say, earliest part of the spring. When you have a really cool, dreary day and you just want to wear something a bit more with some oomph underneath it, this one will definitely do the job for you. They're not too expensive. This one will be 50 quid. Again, for niche, that's not bad, but it's in only 35ml bottles, so you know, you take it as it wants, but you don't need a lot of it. You only need about 3-4 sprays and you're good to go. So the number 10 is Masque Milano Monte Cristo. Alright, coming in at number 9, and this one came out in 2008, and it's from a French house called Libre d'Orange et Charon. This one is again a little bit on the, it's a fresh, slightly uplifting fragrance, but it's got that hit of bergamot and ginger straight off the bat, which gives it a real nice punch in the air. It could be on a dreary day, it could be on a warmer day, it doesn't really matter. This one will work all throughout the spring, doesn't matter with it when it is. But then you got some cardamom, some jasmine, some lily of the valley, which again gives it a nice floral undertones, which again gives it a nice way of putting in for spring. It's more fresher, it's a bit more alive. And then it's got some pink berries and then some leather. Now the leather will give it a bit of edge to it. So again, if it's a cooler day, it works. If it's a warmer day, it will still work. It's a great little number. Again, it's not over the top expensive. It's about 70 quid for a 100ml bottle. I think that's pretty damn good. So number 9 is E8 Libre d'Orange Charon. Alright, coming in number 8, and this one is a female's targeted release, but I will say this, when it's a really warmish day, especially in the later part of the spring, this one I will wear quite happily, and it's called Jasmine and Tangerine, and it literally has jasmine and tangerine, and it sounds a bit like what the hell, but when you smell it in the air, because it's got enough fruitiness in it, the florals of the jasmine will just work brilliantly. It's not the most obvious one to get, but again, this is why I've done the list for you, to have something that you probably wouldn't expect. Very, very good in the warm weather. It might even work really well in the summer. If you've got one of the hot days, that fruitiness, the florals work fantastically well. Why would you not try it? So number 8 is Aquitaine Jasmine and Tangerine. Alright, coming in at number 7, and this one came out in 2021, and it's from a house I'm starting to get a bit of an affair with. Like it a lot. It's not a very well known one, but this one's a real cracker. This is called Shade. Now this is a more masculine hit one for you. This is literally has album and sandalwood. It is quite punchy, and again, it's for the cooler days. It's when you're starting to get into some early March and start that. This was where you'll probably find this works brilliantly well. Even up to probably about April time, you can still pull this off. I probably wouldn't do it in the warm weather, but it's a real good fragrance. Like I say, it is definitely masculine. And again, it's most of these I'd wear at office. The only one I probably want to do is Monte Cristo. This could be worn easily in the office. It's an easy one to wear. And as I say, my number 7 is Lush Shade. Alright, just missing out a top 5 space is number 6, and this came out in 1951. Now, if anyone knows anything about James Bond, this is his signature scent from back in the day, and with good reason. It's an amazing fragrance. It's called Florist number 89. This is still quite a reasonably priced fragrance, but oh my god, is it really old school. Now guys, if you're under 30, you will not like this. I'm telling you now. It is very much old school. It is very much like the older style fragrances. They've got a lot of notes, lots of complexity to it. But it's got lavender, bergamot, neroli. Again, freshness straight off this bat, which is really nice. Bit of petitgrain, ylang ylang, rose, some vetiver and some sandalwood. It just gives it a bit more of a masculine edge. Great all-round fragrance, especially for spring. It's kind of like, that's the best way to, it is pretty much does any time of the day. You could wear this in the spring, summer, autumn, winter, but I just think in spring it will probably fly a little bit better, maybe even in autumn as well, where the neutral seasons. This one is where I think it'll work really, really well. So number 6 is Florist, number 89. Alright, we're cracking into top 5 time, and this is a house that I've started to get really into. It came out in 2010, and it's called Diptychvettelo, and it's a really, really, really unusual fragrance. But it's very much, it's gone on the same vibe as Grey Vetiver from Tom Ford. Very nice, well executed fragrance. It's got grapefruit, bergamot, mandarin orange in this, so again, straight off the bat, it's got that nice freshness that you want in springtime. Rose and some nutmeg, some clove, vetiver and some cedar. It's got a nice balance of everything you want in this fragrance. A little bit of spice, nice bit of freshness, nice wood through it. Again, cracking fragrance. Again, it's not over the top expensive, but you can get 50ml bottles for 75, 80 quid. This is a 100ml bottle, yeah, and I've had a good old hit into mine. Great, classy man's fragrance, and you can't go wrong with this. You will smell good. I do not care what anyone says. Anyone can pull this one off. If you're 18 to 85, you can pull this off. And if you're beyond 85 and you're still wearing fragrances, you're a legend as well. So number 5 is Diptychvettelo. Alright, coming in at number 4, and this one is a unisex offering. Again, this came out in 1993, so again we're going a bit more older style. But I just think this one doesn't really ever get talked about, but it should be done. It's a great fragrance. It's from L'Artisan Parfumeur. It's Libre de Hombre. And this one is in my 100ml bottle. Again, I've had a good old hit in my bottle. And this one has my favourite combination of vanilla and amber. And then you've got the patchouli and some geranium in it. It's nothing more than that, but it smells bloody good. And I will tell you now, this one no one will expect to smell. It is one of those gems where you go, what is that? It's very easy to wear, there's nothing complex about it, but there's enough in there that it is complex. It doesn't make much sense, but it's kind of simple, but it's also complex. I know, sounds a bit mad, but go with me. Try and sample this one. It's a bit of an unusual one, and this one, again, I like it a lot because of the vanilla, the amber. Amber fragrances as well are really good, especially in the springtime. So my number 4 is L'Artisan Parfumeur Libre de Hombre. Alright, coming at number 3, and this one came out last year, and I'm kind of digging it. I'm really digging it, and it's a really, really nice fragrance. From the house that I absolutely love is Tom Ford. I have no mistake saying that I can love this house. It's Costa Azzurra Parfum. So, and it's straight off that bat with that Italian lemon, cypress, some oak moss, some amber and some labdanum. It's absolutely beautiful. It will last a good amount of time. It's a very beautiful, easy wearing fragrance. You can wear it, dress it up, dress it down. You can do pretty much what you like with it. It's a great scent. You can, like I said, you can go out with it, you can see your mates with it. It's one of those ones you can dumb reach for it quite easily, wear it, and everyone will be happy. Apart from your bank account, which will say, why did you spend that much money on it? But it is a great scent nonetheless. So my number 3, Tom Ford Costa Azure Parfum. Right, coming in number 2, and this one is one of my personal favourites from this house. I've loved it for a long time, and with good reason. It's from the house of Amouage, and this is Beach Hut, and I've talked about this one before. I will never get bored of this one. It has got one of the most unique smells to it. But it's got mint, orange blossom, ivy, vetiver, some woods and some patchouli. It just does some magic on my skin. It is fantastic. If you can find a good sized bottle for not over the top price, pick it up. It is a fantastic fragrance. All I can say is it smells like you're going outside having lots of fun. It's great scent. Again, you could probably dress this up, dress this down if you wanted to. It's one of those, like I say, easy to wear, anything you can go do. And yeah, number 2, Amouage Beach Hut. Get your nose on it. Alright, coming in at number 1, and this one is from an Australian company, which should probably give you an idea of who it is. If you've no idea what fragrance this is a great Australian company called Goldfield Banks. This came out in 2019. It is a freaking one of my newfound favourites at the moment. It has got that amazing mimosa and tonka, orange blossom, sandalwood. Again, nice combination of freshness and woods, which kind of works well for spring. Vetiver, leather, and some mandarin orange. It's got everything I want. It smells amazing. Again, price-wise, it's not over the top for niche, which is kind of nice. This is like 100ml, and I've like used what, 15, 20ml. It's a great scent. I will be wearing the hell out of this spring, and with good reason. It's an amazing scent. Please try it. If you can't buy a bottle, just sample it at least that, and see what you think. Velvet Splendor is absolutely on top of its game. Love this a lot. Should have had this a lot longer, but you know what? I'm going to wear the heck out of it, and I'm going to enjoy every single day of this. So my number 1 is Velvet Splendor by Goldfield Banks. Right, so there you have it, my top 10 niche for spring 2023. As always, let me know in the comments what you'd like. If there's anything that I missed that you'd put in there. As always, my scent of the day is this little bad boy. It's Narciso Rodriguez for him, Blue Noir Parfum. Great little number, great iris scent, love it a lot. So that is my scent of the day. As always, let me know your scent of the days, and if you want a top 10 list, a fragrance review, or a question, please hit me up. You guys are amazing, thank you so much. As always, I'm on Instagram with filming fragrances, and as always, you absolute legends, smell amazing. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out.